In this video, let us learn how to update the existing resource. So we need to develop the put HTTP method. The put HTTP method is responsible for updating the existing resource in the server. So again we can go to our IntelliJ and stop the project, and first we need to go to department service. We should write a method. The method should return an object. So update or modify, update department. So we should pass two parameters here. The first parameter is integer ID. The second one called the request body. The two parameters we need to supply. And now we need to go to service IMPL class. We have to implement the newly added method. So here we need to check if this particular department is available. We can able to fetch that particular department, copy the same code, because since we are passing the first, we need to make sure whether the department is available or not. How we can able to make sure? We have to return this particular value, department DEPT is equal to department DEPT is where if the department ID is a valid, it has to return a department object. So now, once after returning the object, so now we need to modify or update now. So DEPT dot, for this existing object, we need to set ID. So the ID is already available, we can set the same ID because the ID we are passing as a parameter. So next one, department dot set dname. So for that particular dname, in the request body, which is the dname, we are supplying the same dname only. We need to update, we need to set. Again, department dot set location. So for this particular location, so which department A we are passing as a parameter, the same thing only we need to set. So here department is the existing object. For the existing object, we are setting the which one means newly passing value. So once after providing this one, so now we can go for DEPT repository dot save entity. Which one entity? DEPT, we need to save it. Save these particular changes. So once after saving these particular changes, again go to controller class. We need to develop the @put mapping. The put mapping request accepting, which one means ID, that is a path variable. Public response entity department modify existing department. So here we need to supply two parameters. @path variable, we need to provide integer ID, we need to supply, and another one we should provide @request body department. So department we need to pass. So here we should return new response entity DEPT service dot update department. We should provide ID comma, department object we should pass. We need to provide http status.ok. http status.ok. Save these particular changes, and again we will restart our Spring Boot project. For in order to test post HTTP method, sorry, put HTTP request. So again here we will find the URL also. So again endpoint we can estimate now localhost colon 9090 API slash v1 slash, we can provide a departments. So we can provide 421 something we need to provide. So copy the same thing, go to Postman because we have to test the put request we need to test now. Again we can create a new request, add request, update department test. So the HTTP method is put, you can paste the URL and again go to body raw, here we need to provide. So again we can go for get specific. 4 is nothing but there is operation. The department is operations. The same thing only we need to update now. So update will update the same here department and as well the location here. Department is operation, Bangalore is the location. Instead of Bangalore I would like to provide Raichur, some other name I would like to provide. As soon as if you can execute put HTTP method, it has to be modified in the database. Yes, the instead of Bangalore it changes to Raichur. Again go to database and we can execute the query where department number is equal to 4. As soon as if you can execute the query, now it changes to Raichur. In the next video, we will explore delete HTTP method.